as we're reminded how cruel and disgusting the Republican Party is. That cruelty is at the very core of what they believe it is to be an American. Cruelty is the point. I think Adam Serwer, in an essay, in a piece he wrote maybe for The Atlantic or somewhere, he's a columnist, he's a writer, he's brilliant, and I think he coined the phrase that cruelty is the point with Republicans. And when you meld entertainment, reality television, and cruelty, you really get to the heart of who and what Donald Trump is, and by extension of who Donald Trump is, what the MAGA movement is, what conservatism is today, what the Republican Party stands for. Cruelty in entertainment. And now we're learning that Christi Noem, and maybe this also explains why she's gone out there cosplaying as some kind of a super agent in her flak jackets and her bulletproof vests and her weapons pointing at the heads of agents that are actually out there, in service to fascism, doing their jobs right now. Just doing my job, just following orders, disappearing people without due process. But maybe it does explain, this headline does explain all of that. So those were government-funded promotional photos for her new reality show that she's pitching. And here's the headline from the Daily Beast. Christi Noem wants migrants to compete for citizenship on new reality show. A Homeland Security official told the Daily Beast that the show is in the early stages of vetting, though approval has not been given or denied. This is why they call her Ice Barbie. She's a cosplay agent. But look, this isn't totally new. I mean, this level of cruelty and disgustingness is new, but it's not new for a Republican politician to parlay what they're doing into a reality show. The daft Sarah Palin, you'll remember, quit her job as governor of Alaska early so she could go do a reality show on TLC or Discovery or whatever nonsense with her white trash family. Remember that. So this isn't new. But this is a level of disgusting and embarrassment and humiliation and a black mark on the face of the United States of America when the Secretary of Homeland Security is pitching a reality show for migrants to compete for American citizenship. Here's the article. The Department of Homeland Security has been working with writer and producer Rob Warsoff to pitch a reality TV show titled The American, where immigrants will compete in a string of challenges across the country for the quote, honor of fast-tracking their way to U.S. citizenship, according to the Daily Mail. Citing a copy of Warsoff's 35-page program pitch, the Daily Mail reported that the Canadian-born producer aims to, quote, celebrate what it means to be American and have a national conversation about what it means to be an American through the eyes of the people who want it most. Warsoff is best known for producing the A&E reality show Duck Dynasty. Evidence that not all Canadians are good people, I guess, right? Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin told the Daily Beast that the show's concept is under consideration, though she denied that Noem had reviewed the pitch in question. The concept is, quote, in the beginning stages of the vetting process, she added, and approval has not been given or denied. The Department of Homeland Security receives hundreds of television show pitches a year, she said in a statement. Each proposal undergoes a thorough vetting process to denial or approval. McLaughlin denied Noem's involvement in the project, though unnamed sources told the Daily Mail that the Homeland Security Secretary supports it and wants it to proceed. Of course, she'll have a role in it. Literally, not a role in the production of the show, she'll have a role in the show like an actor, like a participant in the show, because that is what she wants. The Daily Mail also reached out to this Canadian Warsoff representatives for comment, and they did not reply. Now, what would the show look like? That's kind of the question here. This isn't going to be like, maybe it will be like a Cops episode. I don't know. But they have a little bit of detail here that I think is very interesting and really does point to cruelty being at the overarching nexus of all of this. The program pitch reportedly starts with 12 pre-vetted contestants arriving at Ellis Island in New York City aboard the Citizenship. The show's host, preferably a famous naturalized American like Colombian Sofia Vergara or Canadian Ryan Reynolds, will welcome them with a personalized baseball glove. I don't know. Look, I'm not a Hollywood guy, but I can tell you from what I know about Sofia Vergara, and certainly what I know about Ryan Reynolds, or what I think I know, they wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. This is a toxic endeavor. This would put a toxic mark on their brands as both business people, but also as celebrities, as notable characters in entertainment. Gross. You're going to have to find some dipshit like Jon Voight or James Woods or the guy who played Hercules or the guy who played Superman, Dean Cain, and what's that other dipshit's name who's in all those God's Not Dead anti-atheist movies. I can't think of his stupid name. That's how much of a C, D, F, Z lister he is. Contestants would then travel from state to state aboard a train called the American to learn about each region's history and culture and compete in themed contests ranging from balancing on logs in Hayward, Wisconsin, to building and launching a rocket in Florida's Cape Canaveral, which houses a major NASA hub. Officials for the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, ICE, remember, ICE, officials for ICE are reportedly being eyed to tally votes. So they're going to have a role too, because of course they are. We'll join in laughter, tears, frustration, and joy, hearing their backstories as we are reminded how amazing it is to be American, the pitch reads. As we're reminded how cruel and disgusting and moralless the Republican Party is. That cruelty is at the very core of what they believe it is to be an American. That's what the pitch should be. The losing contestant will go home with iconically American prizes, including 1 million American airline points, a $10,000 Starbucks gift card, and a lifetime supply of 76 gasoline. They will also have a leg up as they undergo the traditional citizenship process. The big winner, meanwhile, will get sworn in as an American citizen on Capitol Hill by a top American politician or judge. I wonder who the top politician will be, who they'll pick to swear in this new citizen. Could it be Donald Trump? Another great role? I mean, after all, he is a reality TV host. Everybody says reality TV star. Donald Trump has never been a star of anything other than maybe a sex tape while he raw dogged a porn star while his wife was home caring for their newborn kid. Not a star. Dipshit extraordinaire. What do you think about this unbridled cruelty? I welcome your opinion. Let's have a conversation in the comments. You can also call and leave me a voicemail of fewer than 3 minutes. Otherwise, Google Voice will cut you off. That number is 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please consider helping support this independent media channel. I would appreciate it very much. For $2 a month, you can click the join button below, become a channel member, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. We also have a website that has a bunch of merch, Fight Poverty Not the Poor t-shirts and mugs and totes, Dollemore Daily stuff, stickers with my bat phone to Jesus bit that I do where I take to task the evangelical charlatans who support Donald Trump. Anyway, Dollemore.com, that's a great time. I'll see you next time. I appreciate you very much. Be genuine. Take care of one another.